When you hear me say the mind is blind because their eyes can't see, that results to Mikel Arteta. 2 days ago, I done the show saying that Florian Plettenberg came out with Arsenal are all in for Benjamin Šeško. Then 2 days later, i.e. yesterday, Fabrizio Romano comes out with Arsenal are now in concrete talks over Benjamin Šeško. Arsenal, Mikel Arteta, Andrea Berta, who's lost his way for Viktor Gyökeres, what are you thinking? Mikel Arteta, to get this repositioned. It's scary times right now. Arsenal fans in their droves are online screaming, shouting, what are you thinking? I'm here to say to you, Mikel Arteta, time is running out. I'm Tyne out here for TK24 Sports. If you're new to the show, like, subscribe, turn that notification on so you don't miss shows like this that I have done for you and that no one else will. Okay, let's get into it. So, I've done a deep dive into Viktor Gyökeres, Alexander Isak, and Benjamin Šeško. Why all three? Because one out of the three is the best. One out of the three is the best. But has Mikel Arteta chosen the best one for Arsenal, or has he chosen the best one for himself? Big difference. And I think by the time I've done all of this, you're going to start seeing, I think he's chosen the best one from himself rather than the best one for Arsenal. Now, let's go to this big deep dive. Ready? Let's go kick off with the first slide. So, who is Benjamin Šeško? He's 21 years old, going to be 22 next year. He plays as a classic number 9, but more mobile and technical gifted. His current club is IB Leipzig. The profile is 6'4" to 6'5". Strong in aerial duels, clinical finisher inside the box, good link-up play, and able to drop deep, involving teammates, has pace and power to stretch defenses. Now, that's the first part. That is just a snapshot there. But when we get onto this next slide, I think what we're going to see between all three, where Šeško kind of falls down and where Gyökeres and Isak actually pops up. It's no surprise. It's going to be no surprise at all whatsoever. But when we start moving on into the slides, you start seeing, okay, I think I can see why he's now going for Šeško over Gyökeres and over Isak. And it's quite upsetting, but you're going to start seeing why. Let's keep going. So when we look at this chart here, we start seeing the ages of 21, 25, 26. 26 is not old. 25 is not old either. But when you look at the styles of play with Šeško, it's direct, it's vertical, it's aerial threat. Alexander Isak is technical, fluid, creative. Gyökeres is powerful, pressing, physical, and technical. Ball control. Now, with Šeško, we know it's decent, but it's raw. When it's Alexander Isak, is elite close control. Viktor Gyökeres, very good, especially in duels. Link-up play. Šeško, limited. Isak, excellent. Gyökeres, strong, smart in combinations. Off the ball, good in behind, elite between the lines, very intelligent and aggressive for all three. So when we're looking at that, that tells you what you need to know. Šeško, again, off the ball, good in behind. Isak, elite between the lines, and Gyökeres, very intelligent and aggressive. Out of the three, what do you want? I'd rather have the last one, which is very intelligent and aggressive. That's what I would rather have. When it comes to pressing and work rate, now, this is the part that's going to piss me off, right? Because Mikel Arteta is all about the work rate. But yet, when it comes to Benjamin Šeško with the work rate, it's moderate. With Alexander Isak, it's good, but with Gyökeres, it's exceptional. So why are you going for someone with a moderate work rate when you need someone who's going to be exceptional? Makes no sense to me whatsoever. But we keep on going on. Fits Arsenal's positional play. Needs adaptation for Šeško. Perfect fit for an Isak. And Gyökeres, good fit as physicality. When it comes to the Premiership, proven, not yet for Šeško. He hasn't even played in England yet. He hasn't even played out, he just hasn't played at the sort of football that Arsenal play. With Isak, 3 years in the Premier League. And then when it comes to Gyökeres, he played in England already. So it's no big deal there. There's no big deal there at all whatsoever. But the next part is that we're going to look at Arsenal's tactical context, okay? So Arteta's system requires a striker who links midfield and attack like Jesus does with a positional rotation, presses intelligently, starts in the high press, facilitates wide plays. Martinelli and Saka need space and support. Finishes clinically, especially in tight games. Now that's the annoying part again. So Šeško has problems already. How is he going to help the likes of a Saka and a Martinelli into the games? How is he going to do that when Gyökeres can do that and Isak can do that? Why go for a 21-year-old who still is developing his game, but already Isak and Gyökeres has refined their game? What the fuck are you doing, Mikel Arteta? Are you trying to get sacked even faster before the ball's even kicked for the 25 to 26 season? Going after Šeško is nice. There's no doubt about it. The guy's got talent. He has. I'm not against Šeško in as many ways as a lot of people are. I'm just questioning your logical thinking here. You've already done this with Kai Havertz, and that name's going to ring a bell and start. You're going to start. The alarm bells are going to start ringing off in a moment because you'll be thinking, is this why we're signing Šeško because of Kai Havertz? To get Kai Havertz more minutes over the whole season rather than going for Gyökeres, who's going to be saying, yo, you know I'm better than this guy right here. So it's your fault that you bought him. I'm just here to get a Premier League and a Champions League where you're just still trying to do this kumbaya shit by starting Kai Havertz more than you want to win the title that you talk about. But anyway, we keep going on. So, player-by-player tactical fit. And Alexander Isak, best tactical fit of the three, can act as a false nine or wide forward, helps facilitate Saka, Odegaard, and Martinelli. Arsenal would become more unpredictable and fluid. Isak and Arteta equals plug and play. When we look at Viktor Gyökeres, this again is just my assessment of it all. Best Gabriel Jesus upgrade. Strong in duels, holds the ball, presses like a machine, brings more directness and chaos, helps against the blocks. Not as elegant as Isak, but brings a brutal edge to Arsenal off the nap. Would thrive under Arteta if focus is on more vertical possession and pressing. That part there, apart from my robot talking there, is the three. You now put Isak still number one in that part here for the fit and the mold. Gyökeres, this is going to shine out. Now let's get on to Šeško. Big potential, but the least ready tactically. Would need to learn Arsenal's positional structure, improve hold up, link up play. Could be leaving Arsenal play more directly, but that's not Arteta's core style. He can have an impact, but not on the same level, speed, or reliability as Isak or Gyökeres, unless he's given time to adapt to refine his game. And that part there, to me, is just the annoyance of it all. It really and truly is. But what's going to be more annoying is what you're going to see here. Like I said, I have done a deep dive for you. I'm giving you things that people, what other shows you may have watched, are not going this deep. Believe me, they're not going this deep. Because what Arsenal look at is more the tactical stuff. You know, they look at the stats, the data. And I'm going to show you his involvement in and around the 18-yard box of Šeško. Then I'm going to show you Isak's. And then at last but not least, I will show you Gyökeres at the end. And there's a reason why I'm leaving Gyökeres to the end of all of this, because it's going to piss you off even more to think, why are we not going for this goal machine? If I can find this data, they've got more than what I've got. And then you'll be thinking, what the fuck? I didn't even know it was just this deep. All I saw and all I know is just the goals. And all I know is, and all I definitely know about Šeško is the lack of goals. But check this out. So when you look at the heat map, that is Šeško. That is Isak. Šeško, Isak. Šeško, Isak. Now, this is Gyökeres. Look at the fucking difference. Look at the difference. So Šeško here, he's hardly in the 18-yard box. He's hardly there. So when we're looking to score goals, we need someone to be there. It's going to be pretty much like a Kai Havertz, a Jesus. They don't be a traditional number 9, even though he is a pure number 9. But his role and what his mold is, he's just not a bloody goal hanger. Gyökeres is. Isak, he's okay. He's not too bad, but he doesn't have the perimeters in the 18-yard box as a Gyökeres does. Gyökeres, to me, is the all-out number 9. He is the pure number 9 out of all three. Then we go to the other stats here. we start looking at the goals, you can see here when it comes to Gyökeres, Isak and Šeško, there is difference, but it's not a huge difference. It's not a huge gulf there. When I get to Gyökeres, you'll start seeing them going, fuck me, Gyökeres is a beast over Isak. I never knew it was just that obvious. Again, the mind is blind, what the eyes can't see. This is I'm opening your mind so you can see. Now, when you look at when it comes to, like I say, shots on target, total shots, big chances missed, again, between Isak and Šeško, there is not much difference between them. There really and truly isn't. When it comes to the next one, the key passes, the big chances created, the successful dribbles. Again, between these two, there's not a huge golfing class between them both. There really and truly isn't. Okay? Now we're going to go on to the machine very soon. When you look at the overall stats, when it comes to the overall plays between the 2020 and 21 season, for let's say for Šeško's at the top, and then you got Isak down the bottom, you want to compare those parts there. That's a true comparison. Again, the 2020 to 21 season, look at the goal difference. There really and truly isn't. When you look at Šeško, you look at the 2021 to 2022 season, 32 games and 6 goals. That's a fucking poor return. I'm sorry, it really and truly is. You go into 22 to 23, then you got 16 goals overall. The 23 to 24, you got 18 goals. The 24 to 25 season just gone, that's 21 goals. Again, compare it to Isak, the 2020 to 2021. He's getting 17 goals to 21 to 22, 10 goals, 22 to 23, 11 goals, 23 to 24, 25. He then beats it by 2, season just gone, and a 24 to 25, 27. So you can see there's an upward trajectory on both players. They're so fucking similar. It's unreal. You wouldn't even know that. But again, if Arsenal went for Isak at the same sort of time, the same sort of age range, you'd be saying that ain't the guy for us. But Mikel Arteta, no doubt, has looked at that and thought, I missed out on Isak. I think I really want Isak, but I can't get him now because he's just too expensive. But this is the second coming. I know your promise is there. I know he's there. I know what you're trying to show me. TK, even you've been banging on about this for so long. But I really want Isak. I can't get him. The next best thing is Šeško. So I'm going all in. I'm putting all chips in the middle. It's all on Šeško. Before we get on to Isak, what's your thoughts so far on the show? Is Šeško going to be a good fit? Just quite yes or no for Šeško. If Gyökeres is going to be a good fit, yes or no? Is Isak going to be a good fit? Yes or no? Chat, get involved, like, subscribe, turn that notification on. Okay, Šeško. Look at these numbers. Again, you go to 21 to 22 season, and you go from there. 5 goals, 18 goals, 21, 35, 50 fucking 2. 52 goals involvement in a 24 to 25 season just gone. And we're going to pass this up. Can you believe it? When it goes on to the shooting side of things, again, you look at the goals, you look at the total shots, you look at the shots on target, we look at the big chances missed. Doesn't matter. All you can see is from the 21 to 22 season, this guy gets shots off. He played in England in the Championship, and you know that's a hard. If you know your football, the Championship is a hard league to play in, and he was getting shots off. He gets shots off. Okay. When we look at the other attributes, we're looking at the assists, the key passes, the big chances created, the successful dribbles. Gyökeres' all-round play is better than both. It's better than both. And then we're going to go into the final verdict. Can Šeško match their impact? No. Can Šeško have an Isak-level impact at Arsenal? Not immediately. He's a long-term investment, more similar to Harden type forward, but rawer, not as suited to intricate build-up. Can he be as impactful as Gyökeres? Possibly in time. Gyökeres is already refined, press hungry and direct, better suited to deliver results now. And that's what Arsenal need, is results right now. Not later on, not in 2 or 3 years, fucking right now. We're going to pass that up. We're going to pass that up. And the people that are talking about spending 90 million or 93, it's not going to be that figure. It'll be closer to the 65 to the 75 for Šeško. That's what it's going to be. But at the same time, you can go and get Gyökeres for the same price. It's going to be like the same price between them both. But he's gone for Šeško because it's more of an Isak type build of a player than Gyökeres is. That's why he's going for Šeško. But he's also going for Šeško because it's easier to play with him in a team with a Kai Havertz who he truly loves like a son. He truly loves him like a son. And he doesn't want to limit the playing time for Kai Havertz because the amount of money he's spending on him. But he truly believes that Kai Havertz is a second coming. So overall, when you're looking at it, if Arsenal want to win now, go Isak or Gyökeres. If they want to build for 2 to 3 years down the line and the mold a monster, Šeško could be the one. And that's the truth of it. 2 to 3 years from now, when he's hitting, he's 24 to 25, then you start looking at him and going, this guy's a beast. Man, he's great. So good at Arsenal having now. It was right what Arteta done. Now he's no longer here, but he saw the vision. Just unfortunately, that Arteta's not going to be here. After next season, when the season's done, and Arsenal do not win the Premier League or Champions League, something significantly big, Arteta's out the door. And Arteta may have been building a team so high, but he may not be here to actually see it win anything. And to a lot of Arsenal fans, that's music to your ears. To my ears, that's just going to piss me off because, again, it's going to be 5, it's going to be 7 years of watching something get built and then see it come to fruition later on. That's nice. But next season, this upcoming season, I want to see Arsenal win the league. With Arteta, without Arteta. I'm Arsenal all in on Arsenal, not all in on the manager. But if this manager wants this player, then respectively, I have to be like, okay, fine, you get this player, but you fucking better make it work. Because your quest is out there. And the stats here that I've proven is there. The stats that is there, but your eyes are blind. Okay? Your eyes is blind because your mind can't see. I'm tying out here for TK24 Sports. Like and subscribe on your way out. I'm going this way. You guys have a great day.